All right. Hey YouTube, I'm Lucky, and in today's video, we're going over the Trials meta report, as I always do, after every weekend of Trials. From last weekend, the #1 most used weapon is the VEX Mythic class. No surprises there. Bungie is going to be nerfing this weapon very soon, partly because it is such a hot weapon. It is literally #1 this week and several other weeks. We'll be going over the other weeks in just a moment. The #2 most used weapon from last weekend in Trials, the Messenger Pulse Rifle. Again, no surprises there. We've seen this weapon in the top many times. Has Desperado. That time to kill is insane when you get that headshot kill. And #3 is the Ace of Spades. Again, no surprises there. 3 primary weapons in the top 3 though, which is very impressive. Happy to see that the special ammo, special ammo crutching is gone now essentially in PvP, but not completely gone, because we do have the Chaperone in the #4 spot. The main ingredient in the #5 spot, that is obviously Zer's main ingredient. After he sold that thing, we've seen that thing rise up to the top. It's crazy the diversification we see within just the top 5 alone, though. We have the VEX, a fusion rifle, which is essentially an auto rifle. We have the Messenger, which is a pulse rifle, a hand cannon, the Ace of Spades, the Chaperone, which is a slug shotgun, and then the main ingredient. That's like 5 completely different archetypes. Some serious diversity within the sandbox and within the meta right now, which is actually quite impressive. And then the #6 spot goes to the Crimson, which technically is a hand cannon, but kind of is like a pulse rifle, like a short-range pulse rifle. So even more diversification. And then the Lawrence Driver, a linear fusion rifle, and then the Felwinter's Live falling all the way down to the #8 spot. The #9 spot going to the Palindrome, the only duplicate, which would be a 140. And then the #10 spot going to the Thorn, yet another duplicate. That's 3 140 RPM hand cannons within the top 10. And everything else seems to be pretty unique. So that's actually a pretty cool, diverse sandbox, I'd say, in my opinion. Let's look at the previous weeks we have here. We go back to all weeks. Javelin 4, obviously one of my favorite maps. Let me know down in the comments below if you agree or disagree. Wormhaven, not a map I like nearly as much as Javelin 4. We have VEX, Messenger, main ingredient, Ace, Chaperone, Thorn, Felwinter's, Lawrence Driver, Darkest Before, and Jotun. Not too much difference between last week and this week. Going down to Distant Shore, Messenger, VEX, Ace, main ingredient, Dead Man's Tale, Darkest Before, Felwinter, Lawrence Driver, Adored, and I Have Soul. So we're seeing the Darkest Before slip out of the top 10 is what it seems like as we go further down in the weeks. The Darkest Before was higher up in the rankings. VEX, Messenger, Ace, Felwinter's Live, Darkest Before, Thorn, Chaperone, Palindrome, Fractivus, and Rizwalker. And down to the very first week, we have Chaperone, Palindrome, Ace, Felwinter, Adored, Last Word, Azumi, Thorn, Fatebringer, and Bastion in the top 10 from the first weekend of Trials. So the sandbox and the meta has changed quite a bit, and it's definitely interesting to see. Like we said, the Darkest Before has fallen quite a bit. I wonder if the new green pulse rifle will shine and make it to the top 10 this weekend in Trials. I imagine it will, because it's so popular, so many people are using it, but we'll see. In terms of player base, though, we were around 700,000, 750,000 at one point, and now we have dropped down to 530,000, which is still an extremely healthy amount of players from last weekend. I mean, it was the Adept Sniper for the first week, it was Javelin 4, but I'm definitely interested in seeing what happens this weekend in Trials. I have a good intuition that we're going to be dropping pretty far, as the loot will probably not be as interesting, and the map will probably not be as interesting as well. Let me know your thoughts about that down in the comment section below. And if you did enjoy this video, make sure to subscribe with notifications on. Smash the like button. This is the Trials report. I'll see you in the next one. Thanks for watching. Later.